Hi everyone. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Right, Harun, yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, actually, it was not starting. Some technical problem has come. Now it's okay, everyone. Audio both are clear, of you. Somebody just check it. Right, last class we could not do it properly, na? So no, those topics also will be discussing whatever we are having in the last class, and we'll be continuing from there onwards. Right, so actually we are supposed to solve questions today, but because of this last class not happened properly, we'll be solving questions tomorrow, right, after the discussion of some more theory today, right? So these concepts and questions are which one? This you can say surveying, you can say visual steps, right? Yes, no? Right, coming to this, what is it you are having, everyone? So here, which lesson we'll be discussing, right? Lesson 5 got completed now yesterday, right? So today we'll be seeing which one. This is lesson 6, you can say, right? These instruments in this surveying only we are discussing now, everyone. So what we are discussing, all of you, these instruments in the surveying only we are discussing, mainly if you just observe, right? Yes, now instruments in the surveying only we are discussing, you can say if you just observe, right? Yes, now, right? Now here we have done up to this point, right? So what is it we have seen? This plumb bob, right? What is the use of this plumb bob we have seen? So no, what is the use of this plumb bob we have seen? Not yes, Shruti, good afternoon. Use of this plumb bob we have seen, and use of this pegs we have seen, right? Up to this part only we have done in yesterday's class, or not all of you? Yes, in the previous class we have done up to this point only. If you just observe, you can say, right? So we have not done beyond this, if you just say, right? Now here we'll be continuing our discussion on this, right? Other topics we'll be discussing. So these linear measurements, chain surveying, right? What is another one you are having? If you just say another instrument you are having, line ranger. So now tell me, what is the purpose of this line ranger, all of you, everyone? So what is the main purpose of this line ranger, everyone? Anyone tell me? So line ranger looks like this, right? The left side diagram, it is your line ranger, you can say. So whenever you are looking through this line ranger, right, what you will be doing if you are looking through this line ranger, everyone? You have to do something now, definitely, isn't it? Without doing anything, right? Without doing anything, right? Just for time pass you will be taking it? No. So what is the purpose of this line ranger, everyone? Its main purpose is what? Generally whenever you are doing the ranging, two persons are required, but with the help of, right, yes, right, locating the intermediate points through this. Harun, correct. What is the meaning of this locating the intermediate points through this? That is ranging, right? So do you need two persons to do the ranging, or only single person is sufficient for the ranging, everyone? Only single person is sufficient for ranging, you can say, right? Two persons are not required for the ranging, if you just observe, right? So what is the advantage of this line ranger, everyone? So this line ranger we are going for, if you just observe. So what is the advantage, or what is the purpose of this line ranger, everyone? Right? Using this, looks nice, okay. Using this, right, couple not allowed. Yes, because they are making a couple and they are making children. So this kind of things here introduced, you can say, if you just observe, right? Yes, now. So using this, single person can complete ranging, if you just observe, right? What single person will do, all of you, if you just observe? Single person, right? Single person can complete ranging, right? That is what. Okay, single person only can complete this ranging, if you just observe, right? So here, so whenever he is locating that intermediate point, now what he will be doing? He will be observing through this, right? So here, so one line will be there now, yes or no? One line will be there like this, and another line will come like that, you can say, yes, na? One line, two lines will be there, right? So these two lines must be coinciding, na? So whenever this top line and this bottom line both are coinciding, you can say that what will happen? You can say that this A and B are in line with this point C also, right? So single person is sufficient now. So you'll be just moving this line ranger here and there until that A and B both ranging rods are visible and both ranging rod lines will be coinciding now. Is that no? That is what this fellow will be doing if you just observe, right? Isn't it? So that is the advantage of your line arranger, you can say, right? And here, so here it is the optical instrument or it is a normal non-optical instrument, everyone? It is that optical instrument now. It is that optical instrument. Yes, that vertical, right? Yes, these vertical blue color lines must be coinciding with each other, right? Whenever these two are coinciding with each other, now what you can see, whenever these two are coinciding with each other, what you can feel, you can see that, you can say that that point C is exactly on the line AB, right? So that AB ranging rods both are visible at a place, right? Parallel to each other like this, right? One not like this, right? One above the other like this, they are visible, right? So one above the other, here if you just observe, one line above the other is present, na? Is that no? Like that. Now, so optical instrument, for which purpose you can say? It is for this locating intermediate points. Line is correctly coinciding, right? Locating intermediate points. What is that intermediate points you are called it as? Locating the intermediate points is nothing but a ranging only, no? All of you. Locating the intermediate points is nothing but you are ranging only or not? Obviously. Yes, absolutely. So that is your which one? This line arranger. So the name itself is telling that it is a ranging instrument. Okay. Now, what is another one you can say this instrument if you just observe? It is your optical square. Have you observed this kind of instrument, everyone? It also looks the same, na? It also looks similar to that of which one? This line ranger only, na? So this is an instrument used for setting out a line set right angles to the main chain line. So setting out line set right angles to the main chain line means, can we say these are your perpendicular offsets, all of you? Lines perpendicular to the main chain line are nothing but your perpendicular offsets, and all of you. Lines perpendicular to the main chain line are nothing but your perpendicular offsets, are not? Obviously, right? Go pro camera. Yes, this is also, look, this looks like which one? This is a line ranger similar to that, right? And so there are two types of this optical square. One is using the mirrors and the other is using the prism, right? So this left, so one is using the, so one is using which one? This mirrors, other is using the prism, right? Whichever you wanted to use, you can use, right? Both types of these optical squares are present, right? So for what is the main purpose? It is used where the greater accuracy is required. So if you, whenever you are going for this optical instrument, automatically more amount of or higher amount of accuracy is possible, na? Automatically higher amount of accuracy is possible, definitely, right? Because optical instrument will not deceive us, you will be getting the exact location, you can say, right? That is advantage. Now what is this, you can say, this cross staff, right? Have you observed this cross staff, everyone? So this is your cross staff, right? Only Harun is there, nobody else is there. So cross staff, if you just observe, right? What is the purpose of this cross staff, right? Before we enter into this, suppose if you just wanted to show this, right? What you can show if you just observe, all of you, let us say this is one line you are having, now all of you. So let us say this is one line you are having, and what is this? This is your point A on this line and this is your point B on this line, and these are your ranging rods at A and B you are having. So then what we need to consider if we just observe? So we have to make one line perpendicular to this AB main chain line. We have to make one line perpendicular to this main chain line or not? So we have to keep one more ranging rod at this C point, right? So that point C we have to identify, means where to start, right? So where to start here, right? At this place D we have to start, right? So using which instrument we are going for? This optical square only, right? Same here also, if you are keeping it like this, right? What happens? In case of this line arranger, what is that you are having? So two lines having 180-degree will be coinciding. But in case of this optical square, what happens? Which one we have to coincide? So one will be that A ranging rod. One will be that ranging rod corresponding to that A. And other will be ranging rod corresponding to which one? This is C, if you just observe, right? When both are coinciding, we have to say that these two are perpendicular to each other, right? Now, so The difference is clear everyone. Line ranger and this optical square. In this optical square, ranging rods. So this is 90-degree ranging rods, right? In the field they are 90 degrees. They are showing 180 degrees in the optics. But here line ranger, in the field they are 180 degree, and on the on this also, on the digital display also they are showing that 180 degree inclination only, right? They are coinciding, right? Is it clear everyone? The difference is clear all of you? So this is C ranging rod and A ranging rod, or C ranging rod or B ranging rod will be coinciding. But here what is that? A and B are coinciding means, right, that is 90 degrees, right? Is that clear? Is that clear everyone? Is that clear? Shruti? Clear or not? Yes, na? So you have to be careful here, right? You have to be careful, very, very careful here, right? So now for setting out this perpendicular offsets, right? For setting out this perpendicular offsets using the optical instrument with more accuracy, we have to use this optical square, right? But whenever you wanted to go with the lesser cost and a normal accuracy is also sufficient, then we can go for which one? This cross stuff now, all of you. What is it? So this is for which purpose you can say? This is for setting the perpendicular offsets. This is for which one? This is for setting the perpendicular offsets manually, na everyone. This is for which purpose you can say all of you? This is for setting perpendicular offsets manually. It's not? Setting perpendicular offsets manually, right? And it is an optical observation or it is manual observation? Yes, it is your manual observation. It is just your manual observation. And tell me, compared to this optical square, it is more accurate or less accurate, everyone? Yes, yes, right. It is less accurate comparatively, no? So no, it is less accurate absolutely compared to the, right? Less accurate comparatively. Yes, na? It is less accurate comparatively, you can say, right? So what happens if you just observe? What happens if you just observe? This is one line, you can say, right? One ranging rod is present here and another ranging rod is present here, yes, na? One ranging rod is present here and another ranging rod is present here, right? You will be having one more ranging rod like this also, right? So then what happens everyone if you just say? Then what happens everyone if you just say, all of you? So here whenever you are placing this cross staff, na, so whenever you are placing this cross staff, right, what happens? So this cross staff, right, one member will come like this. So one member will come like this if you just observe, right? And another member will come in the opposite manner, na, everyone? Exactly in the opposite manner this other member will come. And what you will be observing, you can say, right, what you will be observing, you can say, if you just observe from here, so this crosshair must be coinciding with this ranging rod at A, and this hair must be coinciding with the ranging rod at B, and you will be observing, right, through this what you will be doing, right, this hair must be coinciding with this ranging rod at C, right? Then only you can say that this is perpendicular or 90 degrees it is maintained, everyone. Yes, na? So this crosshair and this crosshair, this hair, this vertical hair and this vertical hair must be following which one? This A and B, right? If you are just looking from here now, what must be visible? Both A must be visible. So, and if you are looking from B, that B must be coinciding with the crosshair, right? Both, isn't it? If you are looking from here, crosshair must be coinciding with the ranging rod, yeah? And if you are looking from this left hand side, right, crosshair must be coinciding, another crosshair must be coinciding with the ranging rod at B. Then automatically what will happen? Then automatically what will happen? Right, will be observing at this location. So wherever the ranging rod is coinciding with this crosshair, that point will be taken as your perpendicular offset corresponding point, you can say. It's not? So that is your cross staff if you just observe, right? Is that clear everyone? That is cross staff. Now fifth one, clinometer. So what is the purpose of this clinometer? What is the purpose of this clinometer, everyone? Yeah, yes, Shruti, you are lagging, it seems. We just move forward, right? And the video, just that red color one is there, na? red color line you can see, right? You just one dot is there at the right side and you just pull it to the right extreme side, Shruti. Now, what is the purpose of this clinometer, everyone? So this is your clinometer instrument, you consider it. Here will be keeping it, right? So it's mainly used on sloped grounds now, all of you. So it measures, right? What the clinometer will do? It measures which one? It measures slopes or inclination angles, right? Slopes or which one? Inclination angles. What is the meaning of this inclination angles, all of you? Inclination angles are nothing but your gradient na? From this inclinations or this slopes you can get the gradient, and slope in the length direction is your gradient, width direction is your cross slope simply, right? So that is the purpose of this clinometer simply, nothing else is required. And apnea level, right? What is the purpose of this apnea leveling? Apnea level, if you just observe, it is that a minor leveling instrument na? It is your minor leveling instrument, you can say. It is your minor leveling instrument. So, and for which purpose it will be useful? It is to identify. Yes. Load and shoot. Okay. It is to identify what? Undulated ground, right? Whether the ground is a leveled one or undulated one, we can identify na? Undulated ground. Okay. So whenever the ground is a leveled ground, what happens automatically, all of you? So this will be showing that a zero reading, if you just observe. It will be showing that a zero reading, right? Whenever that ground is undulated, right? So that graduated circle will be showing the zero reading or some other reading. It will be showing that some other reading now, everyone. It will be showing some other reading, you can say, if you just observe, right? Is that clear, everyone? So these are the instruments of this surveying, you can say, right? So these are your which one? Instruments of this surveying, if you just observe, right? Clear, everyone? Is that clear, all of you? What is it? What are the instruments in this surveying, everyone? So with these instruments in the surveying will be completed, right? Here, suppose if that ground is inclined like this little bit, right? Whenever the ground is inclined like this, Harun, so what happens, right? You are keeping this apnea level in this manner, na? You are having this apnea level like this, na? You are present in clinometer only. Why? Okay. So here, right? So your apnea level is like this, right? Your apnea level is like this, right? And what happens? You can say here, this is the zero reading we are having, right? But what happens if you just observe? Your gun pointing will be this side, na? So you have to keep this on the ground, right? This point you have to keep it on the ground definitely. Yes, na? So now what is that a reading it will show? It will show that a zero reading or it will not show that zero reading, right? It is showing other than zero reading. Na? What is that reading it is showing? Some 10 degree it is showing, na, everyone? Some 10 degree like that it is showing, na? Got it? Is it clear? Yes, Sudhi. Which one you want me to explain? Clinometer you want me to explain or apnea level you want me to explain? Other reading it is showing, na? But here whenever that ground is exactly the leveled one, what happens, right? This is showing, na? So ground is exactly the level one and it is showing, it is coinciding with the zero, right? Like that. Clear? You want me to explain the clinometer or this apnea level, Shruti? Clinometer you want me to explain or apnea level you want me to explain, right? Both. Clinometer here what happens is, it is mainly used for measuring the slopes or inclination angles or whatever it is, right? Slopes or inclination angles, whatever it is, right? Same here also, right? So what is happening, right? This is showing this indicator. This is your indicator, na? This belly like symbol is indicator, you can say. And whenever it is leveled, it is showing that zero reading, right? So this half moon kind of arrangement is there, na? You would observe this. This half moon arrangement is there, na? That is having the readings, right? So whenever exactly horizontal, right? This is coinciding with the zero reading. But now if you just observe, whenever your ground is having some inclination, so this is your indicator. It indicator is not showing zero, right? This is your zero reading and this is some 5 degree reading, let us say, right? Both the apnea level and this clinometer reading will be similar. Okay, both the purpose is similar and both are exactly similar, na? Both are similar to each other, na? Apnea level also, whenever you are, it is a leveled one, it is showing the 0 reading, right? This indicator is showing the 0 reading. But now what happens, right? This indicator will be showing some other reading, na 0 will be here, right? Like that. Is that clear, Shruti? How it will come? It will come in this manner, you can say, right? It will come like this if you just observe, right? Clear? Right? Now, 6th slide. Now, 7th slide, right? What is that principle of this chain surveying, right? Instruments are over. Now we are looking into which one? This is a principle of this chain surveying, you can say. And now tell me, is it visible or not visible, that yellow color? I think that is not visible, na? Right. So what is that? You can say triangulation is the principle of chain surveying. I think that yellow color one is not visible, na? Triangulation is the principle of what? Chain surveying. Triangulation is a principle of this chain surveying, you can see if you just observe, right? It's not like that. Visible for your eyes. Very good. Now here what is it? You can say triangulation means to divide the area into network of this well conditioned triangles, right? What is the meaning of this triangulation? Simply triangulation is nothing but you are dividing the entire area into the entire area into that many number of these triangles, na? That's it, right? Many number of triangles when you are dividing into, that is called as your triangulation, right? Suppose if your area is like this, is it visible? Okay. Suppose if your area is like this, right? What we need to do here? First you make one baseline, and after that you make which one? This is some other lines like this. If you just say, so here you make one triangle here, just for an example, right? Here you make one triangle here like this, right? Here you make one triangle like this, right? You are dividing the entire area into which one? This is set of triangles, right? That is called as what? A triangulation, if you just observe, right? Set of triangles is called as your triangulation, right? Isn't it? So whenever you are considering this well-conditioned triangle, right, we have to divide into triangles. The triangle must be which one? Well-conditioned triangle only, no? Which condition triangle? Well-conditioned triangle means it will be angle should be greater than 30 degree and lesser than 120 degree, right? So 30 to 120 degree only must be there, right? So now greater than 120 and lesser than 30 are allowed or not allowed? Greater than 120 and lesser than 30 are not allowed, right? Greater than 120 and lesser than 30 are not at all allowed. If you just observe, you can say, is that clear, everyone? Right? Now coming to this, right, network of this triangles we are dividing, so this is one example of this triangulation, network of this triangles. We are dividing the entire area into these triangles, ABF is one triangle, right? BCD is one triangle, right? Like that. ADE is one triangle, right? Like that. Is it not the example of this triangulation? Yes, whatever the area you are having, you have to divide that area into the triangles, right? That is called as your triangulation, right? Like that. We'll be dividing, it's not, into the triangles. No. So whenever you are going for chaining a line, right? Adara Anand, good afternoon, right? So if you just observe, there is a chaining of a line, right? What is the meaning of this chaining of a line? Measuring the length of a line using the chain. What is the meaning of this chaining of line, all of you? Chaining a line is nothing but your measuring, okay? Measuring line with respect to chain, right? Measuring length of line using what? Measuring the length of line using a chain, right? That is called as your chaining a line. So now if you just observe, what are the what are the things you are having? How many people are required for chaining a line? For chaining operation, 2 chainmen are required, right? How many people are required, all of you? With one person can you able to measure it, or 2 persons you require? With one persons or with 2 persons, right? With one persons we can measure, or with 2 persons only we can measure? With the two persons we can measure na, single person is not sufficient, you can say, right? So for chaining at the forward end of this chain is called as leader. The chain man, two persons na, man woman, chain man at the forward end is called with which name? Leader. And chain man at the rear end is called as follower, right? The duties of this leader and follower are tabulated given, right? Yeah, preceder and successor. Yes, preceder is nothing but which one? This is your chain you are having. If you just observe, this is your chain, you can say, this is your chain, you can say, and you are moving in which direction? That A to B we are moving na, yes or no? So in this direction we are moving, right? Who is this person at this place? Let us say this is your leader, yes na? And the chain man at the rear end is called as your follower, right? Wow, who is this fellow? You can say that backside fellow is your follower, right? Yes or no? So forward front side fellow, or on the front side it is called as forward side of this fellow is called as leader, and backward side of the fellow is called as your follower, you can say, right? What are the duties of this follower and this leader? If you just observe, leader, what is the first duty of this leader? To drag the chain forward, right? So this fellow, let us say this is your Harun, na? Harun only has to drag the chain, or not all of you? Yes, this Harun only has to drag the chain. Let us say this is Shruti, if you just observe. Yes, na? So that Harun will be helping Akka, right? Yes, na? Harun will be only pulling the chain in the forward direction, na? Because Shruti, she cannot pull the chain properly, right? She is not having that much energy, and she said that, "Arey Thambi, you do it for me, na? I am going for job, and so fully tired I am, right? You just help me regarding this, right? Yes, na? So Akka will be saying like that, and Thambi will be following, right? So to drag the chain in the forward direction, right? Who will be dragging? Harun, that leader fellow will be dragging, yes, na? Right. And a legend fellow, follower fellow will be backside, yes, na? Now, yeah, but even Thambi also going to job, but will always help to Akkana, yes or no? Yes or no? So to direct which one to yeah, Akka is having children also. You don't have children, na? Akka will be doing all homework also. You will not be doing, na? Yes or no? So that is why. So to direct the leader to be in line with the ranging rod at the end stations, right? So what Shruti will be giving? This is Shruti follower. She is the legend, na? So that's why she is telling that, hey Harun Thambi, array left side you moved, or right side you moved, like that she is telling, na? Like that she is giving instructions or not? Yes, na? So she is telling that, array Harun Thambi, you are moving wrong way. It's left. So left upon left side po, right side po, like that she will be giving instructions or not? Yes, na? Like that. So the follower will be directing the leader to be in line with the ranging rod at the ends, right? Yes, na? That is that, you can say. Second one, to leader, what that leader will do? To insert an arrow at the end of every chain, yes, na? So once this chain length is over, na, what that Harun will do? If you just observe, what this Harun fellow will do? Harun will be just inserting one arrow here, right? Inserting one arrow here, and he will be pulling the chain in the forward direction, leader. Then what that follower legend will do? To carry the rear end of this chain, ensuring that it is dragged above the ground, right? So what is it? So this follower will be just helping, right? So this follower, what this follower will be doing? Follower will be just ensuring that that chain is moved above the ground, and until this leader is moving to the next one, right? This follower is telling that, Areda Thambi, just I have reached the arrow, you just stopped. She will say like that, isn't it? Like that. Now, what is the third one, you can say? To obey the instructions of this follower, right? Here what happens? Leader will be obeying the instructions of this follower, or follower will be obeying the instructions of this leader? Leader has to listen the instructions of this follower, right? If follower say move left right, move left side, leader has to move left side. If follower say move right side, leader has to move right side, right? If follower say stop, you stop, right? That is why Shruti legend is at the as a follower, and the leader is a Harun, you can say, right? Now you understand Harun, yes, na? Yeah. So leader has to do every work. Legend will not do follower. To pick up the arrows inserted by the leader, right? So what happens if you just observe this fellow? So Harun will be inserting the arrows, na? Is that no? So what this follower will do after this after this end is reaching to this arrow, na? So she'll keep this first end of this chain at this place, and the Harun leader will be at some other place. And what happens that she'll be picking up one the arrow, right? So that how many chains are done counted by this follower Shruti only, no? Yes or no? Like that. These are the duties of which one? These are the duties of this leader and follower, you can say. So for whenever you wanted to go for this kind of measurement, first this is your folded chain, na? This is your folded chain, and what we need to do, we have to measure the distances using the folded chain only, or we have to unfold it definitely. We have to unfold it definitely, na? We have to remove the folding, na? So before commencing the chain, the surveyor or this follower keeping both handles of this chain in the left hand. So what you need to do, both handles, right? This is one handle, this is one more handle, na? So no, this is one handle, this is one handle, right? Both handles you have to keep in the left hand like this, right? And what you need to do, spread the chain with the forward direction with the right hand, right? So two handles you keep in the left hand, and what you need to do is just to throw this chain or spread this chain in the right forward direction, you can say, right? It's not, it's a clear direction with the right hand, it is with. So the leader taking or handles of this chain in his hand and moves forward till the chain is full extended, right? So after that what happens, either leader or follower. So first it is in the folded format, right? You just hold the two handles, right? First handle you will hold and second handle also you will hold, and you just spread it, right? You just throw it, right? You just throw it like that, right? With your force, right? So that it will be spreaded. Then after that what leader will do, leader will take one handle and he will be moving in the forward direction until it is fully extended or fully stretched, right? Like that we have to go for. So is that clear everyone, all of you? So that chaining of a line and instruments in chain survey, all of you, instruments in chain survey and chaining of this are clear everyone? Yes, no? So I'll be closing the session. So we'll be continuing in the next time, right? If Akka throw far away, then you wanted to pick up. No, if Akka will throw, na, then it will go up to which one? You again you have to do the work again, right? Why? So first itself you do na, yes or no, Horn? First itself you do the work na. Again work will come to you only, right? Why you take risk? Right? Okay, like that we'll be closing the session. Clear everyone? Thank you all of you. Tomorrow we'll be solving questions definitely, right? Actually we are supposed to solve questions today, but because the last class we could not do it properly because of this internet problem, na? So yesterday's class we are doing today, and today's class that questions we are doing tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we will be discussing questions, right? Yes, leader role is very dangerous, right? So subscribe to this channel, comment, like, share the videos, and click on the bell icon, and you will get the PDF in the community, right? Thank you all of you. Have a good day.